Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to spend a few words on some products that I don't haven't ordered, but they're on my probably my 11/11 list or my Black Friday list, whichever you shop at. I shop at both. So the first one, let's see, when was this? Maybe a month ago, there was this odd post about endgame headphones, IEMs on Headphone. And Slater, who you know Slater, he's got almost 10,000 posts on Headphone, super respected, super helpful, always helping people on the KZ thread. Says his end game is the ES100 and the T800. T800 is kind of out of my price range, but he says it's awesome as well as everyone else says is awesome. So the other one is this odd thing. It says his best two purchases are the ES100 and the T800. So this ES100 is actually a portable DAC, right? It's called the Earstudio ES100. 24-bit portable high-resolution Bluetooth receiver, DAC amp with LDAC, aptX HD, aptX, and AAC. So what does all that actually mean? Going back, I had actually purchased, that is not it. So this is my LG V30, and I purchased this one because it had a quad DAC in it, right? So I have a Samsung S10, I have a Pixel S3A, but the V30 was the special model with the quad DAC, kind of universally praised for how clean its audio is. So that's why I went with that. The alternative to that is getting a portable DAC, right? So a DAC either on a stick, like the Dragonflies, or this, which is actually a Bluetooth receiver, and a DAC and an amp, which is kind of a convenient box. And what kind of caught my attention today, especially, was that this thing has been $99 for a long time. Today, 15% off. So this thing is down to $85. And for Slater to say it's kind of an end game, best purchase of 2019, something I definitely put on my list, like, oh, we'll check this out, add it to my cart. And every now and then, I'm pretty sure I saw this coupon appear when he first mentioned it. I think that was just a coincidence. So it's been in my cart ever since, and today it's down to $85. So I'm probably still not going to pick it up because I still love my V30. But I've definitely been watching it and kind of reading what people say about it. And what's kind of special about it is, one, the DAC is really nice, and it's got an amp. And for Bluetooth, it actually has aptX HD and aptX, which is a licensing thing. So there's other Bluetooth, even wireless headsets, but the ones that don't have aptX, especially aptX HD, they always kind of sound a bit compressed. It just always sounds like Bluetooth, right? And no matter how convenient they are, it still sounds like a Bluetooth connection, which isn't all the best. So getting a Bluetooth receiver with both of those codecs, super nice. And on top of a high quality DAC for $85, you're kind of in the ballpark of a really good buy there. So as I said, I don't have one, not ordering it at this time, but if you guys were like me and kind of scrolling through, put it on your list. It's been on my list, and today just happens to be 15% off, so good deal. Last Prime Day, I actually bought this guy, the Hades DAC on basically a headphone dongle. And the way this guy kind of works is, I'm not going to work on that phone, but this is a Pixel 3a, so it actually has a headphone jack. If this was a normal Pixel 3, no headphone jack, and you actually have to use a headphone dongle. And what's special about this headphone dongle is there's actually a kind of high quality DAC built into this. And this guy was between $25 and $30, I think. And if you actually start up USB Audio Player Pro, it says, oh, now you have a DAC attached, and it'll play through that. So I kind of bought it to see if this could improve the sound of my S10, and I haven't really, I didn't really think it improved it a lot to warrant dealing with this thing. I'd still rather have my V30, but others have said it sounded better on the S10. I'm undecided on that, but I bought it. I have it. I play with it every now and then. It's just kind of kludgy the way it works with Tidal. Sometimes it works with Spotify. Sometimes it kind of locks up the audio on your phone. So not 100% on that one, but I do have it. So that's kind of what happened on the ES100. 50% off. This little coupon thing, it may be targeted. You may not have it. It'll probably disappear in a day or two, but wanted to point that out today. So another thing that's been coming up lately, especially with the my KZ-ZSXs are in the mail somewhere in customs right now, but the other one people are really talking about in the same exact price range are these TRN-V90s. And I don't have the thread handy, but if you go on Headphone and read about it, people basically say, well, it's the same thing as the ZSXs, but a more refined sound. Maybe a little less bass, but it's more controlled, but overall better sound. And I think those are just, the two camps. There's KZ camps, and then there's the TRN camps, and the TRN guy is to say it's better, KZ's it, but either way, you're talking about two, budget range, $40, $39 IEMs that have amazing sound. And so I've been seeing a lot of good words on the TRN-V90, and so $39 is about as cheap as I see it lately. Supposedly it was down to about $36, so today it's about $39. Pretty good deal. Like I said, the Terminators I think are still at $38, $39. The other difference was I think the shell is a whole lot smaller on the V90s than what it appears to be on the ZSXs. Mine are still in the mail, so I don't know, but that was another complaint on the Terminator, was that you've got this big metal faceplate, and this is kind of a shorter, smaller shell, which people appreciate, and maybe a better fit for some people, because that's lately been the ZSX problem. It's got some weird bulge that have been annoying some people's ears. So the V90, similar sound, maybe a better shell for some people. So $39, definitely going on my 1111 list. Anything less than that seems to be a super bargain. I mean, at $36, that was a super bargain there. So here's another oddball one. On Headphone, there is a discovery thread, and in the discovery thread a while back, these Blon BL-03s I think showed up as a lucky bag on Nice HCK or somewhere. It was kind of a blind, you give them $20 and they ship you a pair, and they don't tell you what the pair is going to be until they're all done with it. So I think this was one of their lucky bags, and I think it was at $25 at the time. But if you actually scan through the discovery thread, tons of people had really good things to say about the Blon BL-03. It's like, there's nothing else in this price range that sounds as good as these. And part of that is it's got this carbon diaphragm dynamic driver, and there seemed to be some confusion as to who made that. Is it theirs? Did they borrow a design from someone else? But it's really good. So everyone was kind of confused as to, did this thing pop out of nowhere, and how come it's got such a great part in it? So all metal shell, carbon driver, super interesting. And I think there's about a 10-to-1 ratio. There's about 10 people saying amazing things about it, and there's the one person who says it's kind of average. But definitely on my list, and I continue to read how many more people say how good it is. But you can kind of see it's down to about $28.49, which is about as low as it's gone ever, other than the original deal. So yeah, keeping an eye on this one and go read about it. I think there's enough reviews of it and people saying interesting things about it that you could put that one on your list as well. I think that might be, yeah, so my Terminators, like I said, still in customs in the mail somewhere. I believe it's still $38 on Nice HCK, so waiting for those. We'll do a review when those things arrive, but yeah, still around. So that's about it for today. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.